sul pugno.
Se il pugno in faccia era soddisfazione o rabbia? Che significa?
This is related to the idea that the whole mission was a fraud and had never happened. Which I think, to be honest, everybody is slightly tired of answering, but I'm sure Buzz has something to say about it.
No, lei chiedeva, she was asking about the punch, the uppercut.
Yes, related to the same thing.
This was not the first time that I had encountered this individual. He passed himself off during a book promotion signing as somebody who wanted my response to a film that he was going to show me that began to question different aspects of the mission. And I knew that he had his television camera going, just as you do here, to get my reaction to any little thing that is not pleasing or not in the ordinary response. And I got very angry, and we canceled his participation. And he has all that in his archives of how one does that. Now, I was asked to participate in an interview with an Asian foreign television personality that we had met under social condition, very friendly, and I went through that interview again with people saying that they were familiar with the radiation effects of Hiroshima and how the skin began to fall off people's face. And since that didn't happen to us when we went through the Van Allen radiation belts, obviously we didn't go to the moon. Well, now, you know, that's kind of absurd. That's a little further out than Ali G and his humorous statements about walking on the sun. Well, obviously you go to the sun at night if you are worried about the heat. But to confront this person again and to realize that he's got his camera going and he's continually bombarding in an insulting way, calling me a liar and a cheat, I don't take that lightly. I don't care how big he is. But I know that this is in the public and at an opportune time. He's a big guy. When he wasn't looking, in a split second, I gave way to my impulse, and I let him have it. And I didn't think that he was going to respond in a brawl, and I didn't think about the consequences of he bringing suit against me for assault. So it cost us some attorney's fees to do that. But my stock in the appreciation of my contemporary astronauts went sky high as a result of doing something like that. And it's a split-second decision, and you just have to take the consequences of however it pays out. I didn't know anything about this Ali G funny jest guy that came knocking at the door when he came in, but I knew he had his camera going, and he seemed to enjoy a lot of spoof, and I felt, well, I'll try and go along with it the best I can, thinking up that he's a professional and I'm not. But I think that was a reaction that I felt very good about, because I got a lot of. He didn't bring me to the smacking point. That was obvious, and there was no real reason, because he was not insulting. He was trying to be spoofy about it. And I think the movie, the Space Cowboys, with my friend Clint Eastwood, everybody knew right up front that this was kind of a spoof of old people doing really risky, bodacious things, and they didn't take it very seriously. But the younger generation doesn't know what to make of a lot of things that begin to get passed off as fantasy, and they expect much more than we can possibly deliver out of our really hard sought for objectives in the space program. and it's pretty hard to satisfy people, and it's also pretty hard to counter senses of overemphasized interpersonal conflicts that never existed, really, in my estimation.
I think one of the things, sorry to cut in, but I think one of the things that spawns the idea that the whole moon landing was a spoof is because it's pretty unbelievable. It is pretty unbelievable that we, in the space of 10 years, went from putting guys on the top of a missile that just kind of went up and down to sending people on the largest machine, the most powerful machine we've ever constructed, on a 250,000-mile journey, and landed them on the moon. It's unbelievable. We couldn't do it now. You know, NASA are trying and thinking about it. It will take them longer to do it again than it took them in the 60s. We've not been back there since 1972, and only 12 men, you're looking at one of them, have ever walked on another planet. It's unbelievable, but it happened. And that's what we're here for, because it happened, and it happened within the living memory of us. And I don't know how long humans will be on the planet, but they'll remember a couple of names. And amongst them will be the first men who walked on the moon. And we'll either remember them because we've gone back there tons of times, or we'll remember them because we've never gone back. Right now, looks like we'll never go back. Unless people like Buzz, who's been there once, can persuade us to do it again. That we've got it in us, and it's important. It's how we define being human, that we are different, and we can step out of our planet and go somewhere else. It's unbelievable, but we did it.
Ok, Emilia Costantini,
No,
prego.
Ma una domanda.